Welcome back to Let's Talk Stories. In this episode, I'm reviewing both Top Gun movies. So let's start with the 1986 one, and I'm not going to spend too much time with this one, but for its time, it's a classic, and I think the writing and the acting fits the time. I think Tom Cruise and everyone, Val Kilmer, and all the supporting cast is, does what they were directed to do, and I think that's a solid film and holds up pretty well today. Um, not great. I'd say, out of 10, I would give it a 7.5 out of 10. The original Top Gun movie is a 7.5 out of 10. That's just my opinion. If you love it or you hate it, that's valid too. On to Top Gun Maverick. I love this movie way more than the first one. Probably in part because of the special effects being better and the technology being just better. But it definitely played into the nostalgia of the first one, and it did it in a way that wasn't too much. Like some movies, when they want to use nostalgia, that's all they're trying to do is nostalgia, 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 and that's all their movie's supposed to be. I think this one does it good enough that it isn't overshadowed by just pure nostalgia. The structure of the movie is the same. A lot of what happens is the same. A lot of people are saying it's the same movie, but better and with better, technology and special effects. And I understand that review. I do. What I will say is that my rating for this movie evolved, and fluctuated as this film went on. It starts the same way with Danger Zone, and with that message, about they founded this thing and they call it this, and the flyers call it Top Gun. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. Yeah, Tom Cruise delivers. Everyone delivers. Miles Teller delivers. It's in many ways it's a tribute to the character Goose from the first one, and I mean, there's just so much I could spoil about it. So I'm not going to. If you haven't seen Top Gun by now, I mean, it came out in 1986. Watch that movie. So I thought the reason for continuing, into this one, like having Maverick be like the teacher of Top Gun, really worked, and the music was very reminiscent of the first one. There's a beach scene, the dog fighting football, this time instead of volleyball. There's Tom Cruise on a motorbike. There's a female love interest for Tom Cruise. There's a high stakes mission at the end. Yeah. On to how my rating evolved. Until they actually start the mission, it was an 8 out of 10. So I was like, okay, this is like the same movie, but just slightly better. And then as the intensity and the mission just kept going, and just kept going and going and going, and it was just super duper intense upon intensity and intense. Damn. It had me go from 8.4, fine, 8.5, screw it, 9. And that's kind of where I am now with it. A few more things about this movie before we wrap this quick video. That if you like the first one, you'll like this one. And if you didn't like the first one, I think you'll like this one too. I think because it's just that much more of a better movie than the first one. It actually got me emotionally with just how intense it was. At several moments near the end there, leading into the mission, during the mission, and after the mission was done. Man, like I didn't know what to think. Some may say it's predictable, but I just kind of completely let myself just be completely vulnerable to the movie and just be like, whatever happens, happens. I'm not even going to try and predict what happens. I'm just going to sit back, take it in, and relax. And I feel like that's the way I'm going to approach, movies going forward, just because it helped me love it that much more. So currently, it stands around a 9 out of 10. I just got out of seeing it, and Top Gun Maverick is a must see in theaters if you have the chance. And yeah, if you have any comments, comment it. Comment what you thought about the movie. If you think my rating is too high, too low, call me out and defend your stance. And if you liked or didn't like and just appreciate it, consider hitting the like button, subscribing to the channel, and telling your friends. Growing a great community. And any other thoughts, you can comment those too. I'll see you guys in the next